Restored Republic via a GCR update as of November 26, 2017. Transcript on iqdcalls.com. Compiled by Judy Byington. A. Over 4,000 sealed indictments expected, 2,524 sealed indictments now discovered in 49 of 94 districts. 1. So far over 2,524 sealed indictments have been found in 49 of 94 federal districts. 2. Houston lawyer and Democratic donor Steve Mostyn has committed suicide days before hundreds of sealed indictments will be unsealed. Mostyn had close ties to Clinton, Obama, and Podesta. Link to source on iqdcalls.com. B. KTFA Iraq enters international financial market Sunday. November 26, sudden influx, Saturday. PM KTFA Thoughts/News. The Iraqi Trade Bank will receive license to open an office in the Abu Dhabi International Financial Market. The opening ceremony will take place on Sunday, November 26, 11 a.m. Iraqi time, 5 a.m. EST. Central Bank of Iraq Governor Dr. Ali Alalak and head of the Abu Dhabi International Financial Market Mr. Ahmed Saei will be present. C. GCR Intel Alert, Operation Disclosure GCR/RV Intel Alert for November 25, 2017. The 800 numbers are ready to be unsealed and given to couriers, who will distribute them to Intel providers and websites. We continue to wait for the deciding event. D. Bank Story, New U.S. Treasury Notes out Monday, November 27. Guitar Man, Another Great Bank Story, by Guitar Man. 1. November 24. A teller at Wells Fargo told me that the new U.S. Treasury Notes will be out on Monday, November 27. 2. The Nesrah Law, a law that was signed on October 10, 2000 by Bill Clinton but couldn't be implemented until the GCR, will be in place by then and make it safe for the exchanges. E. Operation Disclosure, the RV was released days ago, but number 800 numbers yet. F. Tank, a moving tank, message from tank orders went out in the AM on November 24. We hope these were the final orders to release the RV liquidity to core level accounts, SKRs, and so on. This should also include some kind of access to the RV release notice. G. Zap report, I know for an absolute fact that the RV is being done and there would no longer be any further delays. The RV transactions have started and I have personal first-hand knowledge of some of the transactions underway. Some have been paid. Although they started last week and this week, the actual usability of their funds and payments are to start Monday, November 27. The majority of closings and payments begin next week. A Monday, November 27 funds release for my projects was guaranteed. Our next fund tranche transfers have been scheduled, but I am not allowed to speak to that. Talk call November 25, 17. Playback, on iqdcalls.com. 1. They will not take any zeros off the ZIM. 2. There is no 80% for humanitarian, 20% for Redeemer split on the ZIM. I. Bush fired U.S. attorneys to cover up D.C. satanic pedophile ring. Bush fired U.S. attorneys to cover up D.C. satanic pedophile ring. Photographs of politicians in compromising positions have reportedly already been used as blackmail to silence politicians who would speak the truth about the 2000 election fraud in Florida. 9-11. Iraq/Yellowcake/WMD and how Jack Abramoff and Netanyahu were the pimps for the operation, said Hennigan. The Abramoff congressional sex ring is tied to the Sun Cruz casino scandal, secret accounts at Riggs Bank and Crozier Bank, the 9/11 hijacker Venice, Florida flight schools, and former U.S. Ambassador to Italy Mel Sembler and Doug Alexander, both of whom have been linked to the reported Florida 2000 election fraud, all of which is tied to a financial trail that connects narcotics trafficking to Al-Qaeda and the congressional sex ring. MSN0BC host and former Congressman Joe Scarborough, subject of a recent TomFlowCCO.com story, is now cooperating with federal investigators in the Abramoff matter, which has led the probe to the doorsteps of the AIPAC whorehouses now operating in Washington, D.C., said Hennigan. Scarborough told federal investigators that he now believes his female staff member was murdered in his congressional office to silence her regarding knowledge of Alexander, Sembler, Katherine Harris, Jeb Bush, and the Florida election 2000 coup d'etat. Transcript on iqdcalls.com. Also much needed disclaimer. End report.